I love me a good journal writing prompt. If you're feeling lost in how to start journaling, you came to the right video. Journaling prompts are a great way to start genuinely learning more about yourself, more about your mental health, and more about your traumas and the things you want to talk about. You really start to figure out how your brain works. I've compiled 20 journaling prompts that have helped me discover more things about myself. I hope one of these stand out to you. These are not perfect in any way, but you can go ahead and tweak these to whatever you want. Go ahead and make these yours. Hey guys, I'm Annie. I'm a self-development YouTuber. I also do vlogs on here. I just really want to make this space a genuine spot for anyone who's looking to improve themselves in any way. If you like that type of content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. With that being said, let's get started on these 20 prompts. The first one I have for you guys is, how did you overcome your most recent setback? What did you learn from yourself through the process? I think there's a lot to be learned about ourselves, the way we cope with problems and the way we come out of them. You can either take a challenge and you can let it set you back, or you can let it push you forward. And that is really what this prompt is about, learning how you work under those situations. I'm sure everybody has had their specific setbacks, and just write about it. 2. When do you truly feel at peace? What are you doing and where are you? I love this question because it's what I'm doing right now. I feel most at peace when I am recording myself. I'm in a secluded place by myself and I'm just free to express my feelings, my thoughts, and whatever creativity I have. 3. Write a letter for your past self. What is the biggest piece of advice you would give them? A lot of things I could say to my past self. I've also made a video about that, so if you want to watch it, it's right here and it's linked in the description, so you guys can get a type of feel of what I was saying in those videos, so you get an example of what you can say to yourself. 4. Will the habits that you have today benefit you in 3 years? Will it move you forward to your dreams or keep you in the same place? The habits that you have today, they're the roadmap to your future. A bit of me making a video, posting it, that is going to benefit me in 3 years. Whether it's to gain audience, I can see how much I've grown, and that to me is everything I want. That's what this channel is about. Think of the 3 biggest habits that you have, and if you don't like them and if you don't like where they're taking you, have the ability to change it. 5. Imagine your ideal self. What habits and practices do they do on a daily basis? This one I think is a form of manifestation. You're putting out to the universe what you want. 6. Write about a hobby or activity that brings you pure joy. How can you incorporate more of this in your life? We are conditioned to be working 40 hours a week. There is time for those hobbies. I know so. Pure joy, it's something that you should be carving out time for. 7. What about a book, movie, or song that has had positive impact in your life? I know there's songs specifically that just, they just make me feel something, and it's a happy song and it's a positive song, and I love to hear it in that time of my life. And every time I do hear it, it brings me back to that time of my life, and it was a positive memory. What resonated with you and how did it influence your perspective? Why did you connect with it? Why is it so meaningful for you? There's always a deeper meaning to everything, so just try to figure out what specific piece of art resonated with you. 8. Reflect on a small accomplishment that made you proud. Making a good breakfast for yourself, getting up early, reading a book, just organizing your closet. It does not have to be huge. 9. Who inspires you the most? People who you want to be in their position of. Follow what they have done. I think everybody should have multiple people that they look up to, that they get inspiration from. Learn why they're such an inspiration for you. Why do you want to be like this person? 10. Write about a moment from the past that still lingers on in your present. What lessons did you learn from that experience? Figure out why it's still in your head. What unresolved issues do you have from it? 11. Explore the concept of self-forgiveness. All make mistakes, like we're all human. It's not something that you should be holding on to, so I think it's beautiful to be released. How can you prioritize self-love practices that contribute to your mental and emotional well-being? Well, self-love should be a weekly thing. 13. Dive into a childhood memory that shaped your perception of the world. Consider how this memory influences your present mindset and behaviors. A lot to be said about childhood memories because they literally shape you. You don't get it until you're older. Everything that a child sees, everything that a child hears will affect you for the rest of your life. 14. Reflect on a relationship that has affected your mental health, whether it's bad or good. 15. What's your biggest insecurity or fear that holds you back? How can you work on it to be able to move through it? learn from where they stem from, because they all do stem from something. 16, specific boundaries would you like to reinforce on yourself and others? Boundaries should be set in every place, in your family, for yourself, for your friends. Once you start telling others what kind of respect you want, what kind of behavior you want, and they don't listen, you know the people that you should be cutting out of your life. What are your biggest, wildest dreams? That'd be my favorite question to ask anybody, because I love hearing about dreams, because I love hearing those wild dreams. 18, what is your perfect life? Again, what does the day consist of you? Who's around you? Where are you? How does it look? And what aspect of your life do you want to change and improve, and what are some ways you can start today? I think there's always something to improve on in your life. Write down things that you can do today to get yourself closer to that goal. For example, for me, I want to improve my YouTuber skills. I edit, how I make videos, how I script, how I make thumbnails. How am I working on that today? I'm making a video. I have started today, and I hope that you do too. Learn that you can soak in all the knowledge, write out everything. Fortunately, it's not enough to just write it down or speak about it or talk to someone else about it. It's taking action. Yeah, take action in however you think is fit. That was the end of my 20 prompts. I hope you picked one of these, that you freely talk about whatever you need to talk about or whatever you need to write about. And I hope you discover some things about yourself through this video. Thank you for clicking on this video and watching it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and journaling session if you're starting right now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.